And while we did cover randomization in the basic clinic demo, it's worth showing again here and how all of this works. So if I launch my database, I'll go in as, let's say, an investigator, just looking for any role that has basic data entry access. And I have a subject here who is still in the screened part of the protocol. And we'll go ahead and advance them. I'm going to enter some basic information to move them through to my baseline visit where my randomization and allocation takes place. I'll go ahead and enter today's date. I'm going to complete the world's simplest eligibility form for the purposes of our demo. And here I can see all of the other forms that are they're dependent on eligibility. If the patient's not eligible, you don't see these. That's one of the many protections we love to have our designers build into Viedoc so that somebody doesn't accidentally randomize an ineligible patient. You want them to enter all of the requisite data first before they can ever see that randomization form. So in this case, we'll just skip right down to randomization. Subject is male. This is a stratification factor, so I want to make sure that part's correct. And all I have to do is click randomize. Now this is a blinded study, so I'm provided with a randomization number, and I also do have an unblind subject box, which we'll come back to. This is an optional thing that can be turned on or off and is usually assigned to the PI at the site, truly for emergency situations, only when you really need to know what you just gave a patient. But in this case, we're going to move down to allocation, which is missing because in this demo study, I actually have that gated behind a simple question of, is this a drug demo or a device demo? Now keep in mind, you can use the allocation tool in a device study. There's nothing that says you can't. Perfectly fine. So I'll enter that. System's doing its job. It's noticing that I left a couple things blank. We'll come back to those later. But here I can see I've now unhidden my allocation forms. All I have to do is click allocate. And the system looks up the randomization number, the randomization group, and finds the next available kit associated with that group. So it's this kit 1152. So if I copy this and go back to my logistics tool, back to the list, you'll see that 1152, I was going to do a quick search for it, but it's right there at the top. It's already recorded in the allocation system in the logistics tool. I could see exactly when I did it, which subject it was allocated to, all of the various steps that the kit took to get here. It's all in a log. So your monitors who are doing IP accountability love this tool. Really helpful because you can simply export all kits, including history, and you get effectively the IP traceability for everything that's been sent to this site. Really handy tool. Now back to that emergency unblinding. If I close this out, and maybe we have a problem, I can click unblind subject. I do need to give a reason, so this isn't something like you accidentally click it. This takes a lot of thought, and again, you can turn this off. You don't have to grant this access. So give a reason. We'll just say emergency. We click continue, and now I need my password, and I'm using my password manager, and I submit. And there we are. We can see that this was a placebo subject. Now the cat is out of the bag with this. Everyone knows that once unblinded, it's very difficult to keep that information quiet. So this tool is truly to be used in emergencies. If you have a medical safety team that might occasionally need to unblind a subject while retaining the blind for everyone else on the study team, we do have ways to do that, but give us a call and we can talk more about it. So that's a little bit about advanced randomization. Again, you don't have to use a logistics tool. You can have a really simplified version of randomization, but simple does not necessarily need to scare you into thinking you can't do complex stratification criteria. Very easy to do. You can have different randomization schemas based on different patient groups. It's a pretty powerful tool. So we advise you to give us a call and check it out. Thank you for your time.